So I'm doing some journaling here, just planning for quarter two, because for me, quarter one was good, but it wasn't quite what I had hoped it to be, right? I had this incredible plan and vision going into this year, and I didn't live up to it in a lot of ways. It was still great. Like I reflected on the victories and things like that, but there were some areas in my personal, like self-development, self-growth, like personal lifestyle that I really fell short on. So I'm not super stoked about that. But the good news is that it's only quarter one. We've still got Q2, Q3, and Q4, right? So Q2 is coming up, and obviously I'm like, okay, well, I need to change some things around and I need to recommit. And I just wrote here at the end of my passage that 100% commitment is always easier than 99% commitment. And that is so true. This is something that I've learned in a lot of different things in my life throughout my journey, is that like 100% is easier. It's easier when you're 100% fully committed to something, and because you close the door. For example, if it's a habit that you don't want to do, right? And this is something that I'm currently going through, and why I'm talking about 100% commitment. Because like, if there's a habit that you don't want to do, 99% implies that you're still leaving the door open to it, right? And it can just it can still creep into your life. And that 1%, honestly, will be the bane of your life. I know this from experience. It's the bane of your life, because you fall into these times when you're kind of tossing and turning about it. It's like, oh, should I do it? It's like, oh, I feel like doing that, but no, I'm not doing it. I'm locked in, right? But even the fact that you're kind of negotiating in your mind is already a bad sign. You're gonna backslide with that, and then over time those thoughts just keep coming back. They keep coming back. They're persistent like that. That's how the mind works. Whereas 100% commitment means that you say, you know what, I'm done with this. And you shut the door on it and move on. And you're not even close to the door. And it leaves no room in your mind for rumination. No room for your mind to be like, oh, but it's like it's not a thing anymore, because it's like, oh no, that's just not who I am anymore. I closed the door on that thing. I closed the door. I shut the door on that chapter. I shut the door on that matter in my life that was kind of draining me, that was like making me feel not good about myself. And I'm going this way now. Like, screw that. That's not me. I'm over here now. You know what I'm saying? That's 100% commitment. And so yeah, this is what I'm doing in Q2. I've got this really big ambition, this massive objective that I want to achieve by the end of Q2. By the end of June, which is to win the Skool Games. If you don't know what that is, Skool is like this online platform where you have like an online community, and you charge for your online community. Members pay. It's a business, right? It's a business, and I've got a community on there, and I'm gonna be playing the Skool Games in Q2, quarter two, and that's the big objective that I'm gunning for. But I know that I need to, like, who I am today, I am not at the place where I deserve to win, if that makes sense, right? And so it's like, I need to become the man who is worthy of winning the Skool Games. You know what I mean? I need to become the person where losing is impossible, if that makes sense, right? And so it's like, what do you got to do to be that person? I made a video a while back titled "When is it's titled "Your Gold Medal Moment is Coming," right? And it was inspired by this moment I had last year when I was watching the New Zealand high jumper in the Olympics named Hamish Kerr win the gold medal for the Olympics. And I went to primary school with Hamish Kerr, and watching him win that was a really great moment. It was like, that's epic. Like, I was so happy for him, but at the same time I was like, You know, we're in the same school at the same time, we're the same age, and he's there on the world stage with his gold medal moment, and I'm still just like grinding in the trenches. Like no significant win from me yet. But it's like your gold medal moment is coming if you just keep going, right? For some of us, it takes way longer than others. And I think for me, like, that's just how it is for me. I've been in the trenches for years. I'm 28, still no significant victory, but this is my gold medal moment. Like, this is the moment that I'm working towards. And in reflecting about this, I'm thinking about what Hamish Kerr would have done leading up to that gold medal moment, right? Leading up to that final jump that he did to win that gold medal. Like, what did he do over that 90-day period leading up to it? He would have put everything into it, right? He would have put everything. He became the man that was worthy of that gold medal. You know what I'm saying? He deserved that gold medal moment, because with the things that were like, you know, the things that were robbing him of his mental clarity, of his motivation, his discipline, that warrior spirit that was going to lead to that moment, that the things that were draining him, holding him back, he would have cut those out. He would have closed the door. He would have gone 100% commitment, not 99% commitment. Why? Because he wanted to win that gold medal. And that's exactly what he did. He won the gold medal. And so, yeah, 100% commitment. 100%. Don't leave the door slightly open. Shut that door. You know what I'm saying? Just shut the door. And it's like, you have a lot more peace as well. It brings a lot more peace. Because if the door's slightly open, you're still, even if it's just 1%, you're still leaving the door open for it to come back in your life and then just cause trouble, right? 100% commitment. Move on. Yeah, that's it. Good luck. See ya.